subscribe, hit that like button, rate and review the pod on Apple Podcasts, and let me know what you guys think in the comments. What's up, everybody? Welcome to an episode of The Boss Sauce. Today I have Rosa, founder and owner of iconic rave brand line, Rolita Couture. Welcome to the show, Rosa.
Thank you, Renee.
So, Rosa, can you tell us how Rolita Couture got started and its origin story?
Well, we started in 2013. We're about to be 10 years. That's amazing.
Congratulations.
I started because when I moved to the US in 2008, I didn't know any English. So the first job I could get was a housekeeper. And I didn't want to do that forever. So I studied as for nursing assistant, but I never even got an interview. I applied to 40 jobs. I never got anything. So one day my husband told me, why don't you start a business? And I told him like, no, I'm going to school because I was studying something else and I was working. So I didn't have the time to even start a business. And then a few months passed by and his idea got stuck in my head. So I decided to start it. Why not? I wasn't going to lose anything. So here I am 10 years later.
That's so inspiring. How did you figure out that you wanted to start specifically a rave clothing line for women?
Well, I didn't know that's what I wanted because I didn't know how to sew. I didn't know how to do anything. But that was mainly his idea because we were like on Instagram scrolling and we were seeing like all the rave girl with the tutu, the bras. And he was like, you're very talented, you're creative, you should start doing that. And I was like, well, why not? So that's how I started. It wasn't even like a dream to start a rave company.
Wow. So you didn't even know how to sew or create clothing at all?
Nothing. I started learning. So I started doing the tutus and the rhinestone on the bras. So you don't even need like skills. But I started learning how to sew like 2 years in after we started the business. I started the business. Yeah.
What made you realize that you had to elevate your skills and learn how to sew?
Because I didn't want to be just gluing rhinestone all the time. I was doing the like ruffles on the bras and different things, but it was mainly with glue. So I didn't want to do that forever, and I wanted to stand out and do more things for the customers.
Wow. So at the same time, you were studying to become a CNA, is that correct?
No, I studied CNA. I don't remember the year, but it was before that. But because I didn't get like any job interview or anything, so then I started to study something else.
Oh, wow. So when you started Rolita Couture, did you go all in on it and quit your CNA job, or were you doing this kind of like on the side?
No. I was a housekeeping still because I studied it. I moved here in 2008. I learned English because you need it, of course. But I was still a housekeeper, and then I studied for the nursing assistant, but I didn't get any jobs. So then I started learning something else, and then I started the business. So it's been like all different kind of things.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. So how did you make that transition from going to being a housekeeper to starting your own business and elevating your skills?
Well, it was good because, like something new. It gives me another passion. It gives me a purpose in life. It gives me something that I want to do, not just do dumb things.
Right. And in the end, too, it's yours. Like it's something that no one can really take away from you. So what do you say to people that want to leave their 9-to-5 jobs, but are scared to because they don't want to lose like their benefits?
It is hard because I was working as a housekeeper, but at a hospital. So I have 401k, I have insurance, I have PTO, all the benefits. So when I quit a year after when I started Rolita Couture. I didn't have any of that. I didn't have PTO, no salary, nothing. So it's really hard. But I think you should go for it. If you feel like your business is going and there is something good about it, you should go for it and quit your job.
Wow. So you completely left and started Rolita Couture.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Did you have any savings saved up at the time?
Well, I did something kind of dumb, but it also helped me. And I don't regret it because it was good. So I was working doing the business and also going to school. So I was sleeping like a few hours and that wasn't healthy at all. So I was like, I need to leave because I cannot be driving with just 3 hours of sleep because it's going to be dangerous. But I took all of my 401k money, pay all my debt, pay my car, pay everything, and then I went to the business.
Oh, wow. So you had a plan going into
It
it.
wasn't really a plan, but I needed to start the business. Well, I was already had the business, but I needed to be by myself without like debt, without debt. So I could, whatever little money that I will make is what's going to be for me, not to pay debt.
Wow. And at this point, were you married to your husband, Eric?
No. So we started dating in January 2013, and I started Rolita in September 2013. But we were just like girlfriend and boyfriend.
Oh, wow. So he wasn't even helping you with the business.
No, because I was doing the custom, so that's kind of a little bit hard to get help to do like the rhinestone and have whatever I have in my head. So that was a little bit difficult. He joined it in 2017, like full time, because he was helping me before that.
That's amazing that he was able to go full time and run the business with you. How is that working with your spouse?
It's fun. Sometimes we don't talk. He has his own things to do. I have my thing to do. So, but we like eat together. We're like 24/7 together, but it's not that bad. It's fun. I like it. We have a good relationship. So that's why it works.
Yeah, and I think that's so important. What are your roles with Rolita Couture? And then can you tell us, if you don't mind, what his roles are?
So I take care of everything that is social media. I do the designing and what else I do? I do a lot of things, but those are like my main focus besides everything. Sometimes when we have a lot of work, I sew too to help out to get rid of some of the work. I do shipping sometimes and do inventory sometimes. Yeah, but those things are like once in a while. His main thing to do is cut fabric because we're still cutting manually. He does that. He does customer service. He take care of everything that is about the wholesale. He's the one who talks to the customer, make sure we have the fabric and all that.
Oh, wow. So he's like the wholesale like department, it sounds like.
Yeah.
And then it sounds like you kind of take care of everything, but mainly the design and social media.
I do the fun stuff. I don't like the serious side, no.
Yeah. And is it currently you two, or you have employees, right?
We have 2 employees right now, like well, 2 seamstresses, but I have 2 virtual assistants. Yeah, one virtual assistant, one designer, graphic designer. Yeah, so it's gonna be 4 and us 2.
Wow. So at what point did you realize that you needed to hire employees?
When the orders keep coming in. Well, because everything changed once we moved to Vegas, because in Houston it was just me and him. Oh, we have so much work in Houston, but we were like barely sleeping or anything. So I don't want to go back to that time that we were sleeping 2-3 hours a day because we had so much work that we have to do. His mom helped, my brother, my mom, my aunt, whoever could help us, like family mainly, they will go and do it. But then in here, because we were getting so much work with I Had Rave Wonderland, our own retail, so we needed we need to hire more people so we can do all this.
Wow. So when it was just you and Eric, how many orders were you guys taking care of, like a week on average or a month?
Well, it was a lot. In Houston, I don't even know how many pieces we will make, but there were like bigger orders, like huge. And it was just us doing everything. And he was cutting and I was downstairs sewing. But I don't know how many pieces we will make a month, but.
Or I guess, what would you say is a big order for people that don't know?
Over like 1,000 pieces.
Wow.
Yeah. And before we will make it in a month and then we will have to deliver. Now we make it in 2 weeks because the orders keep coming. So, but it's a smaller quantities. It just, there is like one collection is smaller, but then you have another collection to do. So it's like one next to the other one.
Oh, wow. When you launch new collections, how many pieces do you generally have to make?
For my retail store, I do 10 per size, so 6 sizes, 60, and then I do like about 12 style. Yeah. So do the math.
And 10 per size, right?
Yeah.
And you're a very inclusive line. So you don't just have small, medium, large. You have sizes ranging from, I believe, XXS all the way to
3XL. We're doing now 3XL. But for like extra small and 3XL, we do only 3 pieces. It's just smaller because we don't get that many customers with those sizes. It's mainly medium and large, and depending on the style, it will be XL to XL. We get like a few small, but not that many.
Oh wow! But that still adds even more to all of the pieces that you already have to make. How big of an order are normally orders for, like you said, these giant retailers like I Heart Raves and Rave Wonderland?
So right now we're doing one for Rave Wonderland, and I would say maybe have like 500 pieces that we have to do about everything. Yeah, because he got, I think, like 12 style too, but everything is like 65 pieces. Yeah.
Oh,
so
wow.
It's about like 500.
What is the time frame for that?
Well, like 2 weeks to do all that. Yeah. Because then we have the next one. Then we have like one with her rave. Then we have like another one. Then we have like our own. So we have to try to move as fast as we can. And it's only 2 girls and me and Eric. Yeah. But they got it. We got it because we have like our little system. So we move faster.
Oh, do you mind elaborating on that system? I love hearing about like business workflows. Yes. And seeing how everything works.
So it's not like perfect, but it's working for us right now because we're a small team, but it worked. So Eric cuts all the fabric. He put it on beans, like big beans, for like each style. He put it there. And then we do the serging, and then we go to the cover stitch, and then the final step will be one needle. Because it's like 3 things that you do in some styles. Some you can do everything in one machine, but then you go like 3 different machines. And then we go packing, and then we send everything.
Wow. And what happens if, like, for example, you guys are currently, like, you're coming out with a new line, and then a surprise email comes from like a major online retailer. How does that work? Because it's like an unexpected order. Do you have a system for things like that when things are short notice?
No, we will have to let them know, like it will take us a month to do it because we're currently working on something else, so they will have to wait a month. Yeah, but usually we do like bigger brands like Rave Wonderland, I Heart Rave. Those are our main ones right now. But they wait like a month or 2 weeks, or depend how is the collection going. Depends what we have to do. So it is different. Each company is different.
Oh wow! But what's your advice for getting into these major online retailers, or do you reach out, or do they reach out to you?
So so each one is different. With I Heart Rave, because when I started, I was working with Dolskill, but then I was like, I Heart Rave is my main goal. That's where I want to be. And the unicorn. So the I Heart Rave unicorn, I was trying to like talk to the main girl, and I was trying to get in to do my way around. But then with Rave Wonderland, they were the ones who contacted us, and Dolskill took us. I started on Etsy, so that's how Dolskill find us on Etsy. But with other little brands, we did a trade show. We have done 2 trade shows, so that's how they came and find us basically like on the booth. Or they found our website, they found us on Instagram. Yeah.
Wow, how long were you on Etsy?
So 2013, like 5 years, about 5 years. Yeah. Because it was good to start Etsy, but then was way different than now. It was mainly handmade. Now everybody can do Etsy. It doesn't matter if you buy it and you're reselling. But before it was easier for us to start a business on Etsy than now. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I haven't used it in that long.
No, I think you're right. Because I used to shop on Etsy, and that was how it was before. definitely more handmade items, and it was usually from like solopreneurs.
Mm-hmm.
But shifting over to like the production, how do you come up with new ideas for your different clothing lines and coming up with these beautiful designs and outfits?
Well, I get a lot of inspiration from my own customers, things that they would like to see. Like right now, I'm getting more girls, they want to be more covered. And I'm also like, like on an older age, but I still okay. But so I'm trying to have something with a little bit more cover, something at least one thing sexy and something like in the middle. So I try to go based on that. Those are my main, like cover, sexy, and in the middle. So not showing too much, not to cover. So that's what I'm trying to do now. But I'm working on a collection right now. It's been taking me a while because I'm trying to make the entire collection all new pieces, something that I have never done before, but I'm getting there.
What do you mean by all new pieces? Is it like never before seen?
Yeah, like brand new. Because when I do a collection, I will do like whatever is a good seller from like past collections, and then I will make only one style new, like one top, one bottom new. But right now, everything is new. I think I might add something that I made on the last collection, but yeah, we'll see. I'm still thinking about it.
Do you take like fashion trends and festival trends like into account when you come up with your new pieces?
Sometimes I do like right now, or I bring it back because right now I know like the fan sleeve are trending and the furry skirts are trendy, but I did that back like 4 years ago. So I'm basically like bringing it back and that's it. But no, I kind of try to do new stuff and something that is trendy or something. Sometimes I just do new things. I don't know. It depends on the mood.
Does it apply to the fabric and the patterns that you choose as well?
No, so the fabric, I try to base them on the festival that is coming. Like, oh, she's going to this festival, so this is going to look good on that festival specifically. Like right now, let's say Halloween is coming, so I'm trying to go dark. I'm doing a black collection, something that I don't do. But like before, like if I do my own prints, it will be something that is going with like according to the next collection. Like EDC is always like something with daisies, just different variations. Mm-hmm.
Yes, and I remember in the past you came out with more of a I believe was more of like an athleisure line when you came out with like joggers and shirts. Was that to kind of like test out the waters, or is that something that you want to explore again in the future?
That was on 2020. So it was like there is no festival. People might need clothes to go to a store and be fashion. So let's try it. But I always wanted to do like regular clothes because I find it hard to find cute things that I like, because everything I feel like is basic. I don't know. And I want to be different. So, but that one was good. That was a good collection. Maybe I do something because we've been thinking about it, doing like regular clothes, but with cool prints. So maybe in the future, maybe it's coming.
Yeah, I love that. And I love that you brought that up, that you made that during like the pandemic, the more like everyday wear type of line, because it sounds like in entrepreneurship, you definitely need to adapt to whatever is going on just because you have no control over it. So it's kind of like work with it rather than against it.
Yeah. You have to adapt, yeah.
How, as a small business owner, like how did that affect you? Like, because obviously that was like a slower time, festivals were not happening.
Oh, it was hard. It was really, really hard. We had, so because we moved in September 2019, and then we started hiring people because we were getting busy. We were getting so many orders, like I had rave, we were planning our own thing. And I think we had like 4 girls. We have 4 girls. Yeah. So we have to let go 3 and then we only keep 1. Yeah. So that was kind of hard. But we had no option. And I was trying hard to keep that last employee, but we have to also like let her go. And when things started backing up again, I'm like, hey, do you want to come back, please? Yeah, she's back. She's been on with us since then.
I love that. And simultaneously, you also started the Cosmo Room.
Yeah, that was another plan.
Yeah, and for people that don't know, can you tell us about the Cosmo Room?
So what happened? that little space that is on front office was gonna be my retail shop because I always wanted to have a retail store. I wanted to have my clothes so people can come in, check, try it, take pictures. But 2020 happened, so that dream died right there with everything happening. And I was like, well, since everything is closed, we can do something with the space. I heard about Peer Space that is similar. It's kind of like Airbnb, but for studios. So I was like, oh, let's try this. Let's try something new. Let's try to get money somehow because we need to pay rent. Well, rent didn't stop. The credit cards didn't stop. So we have to do something. But it's been fun. Mm-hmm.
And that's amazing. I feel like that's another example of having to pivot.
Yeah.
How has it been with running the Cosmo Room and Rolita Couture at the same time?
So we opened the Cosmo Room in 2020, at the beginning of 2021. But then we got busy again with festivals. So when everything came back, EDC came back, we did a pop-up shop and I never cleaned or fixed the office because we did like the grid walls, we did a couple of things for the pop-up shop, but I never put it back to rent the space again. And then we were getting busy again with the wholesale or own stuff. So I was like, oh, I'm just gonna leave it. But now because now things are like we are in a slow season right now. I was like, oh, let me clean it again and let me put it back on the system. So, but we got one request today, so that's
oh, very nice, very nice.
We were getting busy. We were getting busy. We got a lot of bookings for the studio. Mm-hmm.
That's good. I think it's always good to have like another stream of income just in case anything were to happen to your main one.
Mm-hmm.
But you mentioned how you brought back your employee that you had to let go of. How do you vet employees? Like, how do you know an employee is right for your company?
Well, that's a hard that's a hard thing to know because when you do the interview, 10, 20-minute interview, you really won't know that person until you hire them and you start working with them. But now we do something. So the girl that I got back, that's like our team lead. So when we have interviews here, Eric and I doing the interviews so we can like all read the person and be like, okay, we like the vibe, we didn't like it, she said this, I don't know. So we all look at it. But it's hard. It's hard to find people that you're gonna trust and everything.
Over to your marketing, trying to get people aware of Rolita Couture. Obviously, influencer marketing and your ambassador program have been like integral with Rolita Couture. I would know because I was a former ambassador and have worked with you.
I even forgot that's how we met.
Yes. Obviously, in today's day and age, like influencer marketing is a very huge thing. How do you find an influencer, content creator, ambassador that is right for you? How do you know if a certain person is someone that you want to work with?
So, like when I'm like scrolling on Instagram, if I find like a girl wearing rave clothes, and then I go to her page and if she have more rave content, then I will follow. I'm kind of like a stalker. But that's how you know, like, so I start following them, commenting them. If I see like something back from them, and then I ask like, hey, do you want to like, I can tell you something for exchange of content and blah, blah. Like I start working on a relationship before I start asking for something. Because I feel like if I go like, hey, it's like, because I don't like it when people do it to me. So I'm not going to do that again, like to somebody else. So that's how I do it now.
Try to get to know them first.
Yeah. Try to build a connection and build a relationship before I start asking for something. But before, because I don't do the ambassador programs anymore, because I wasn't really doing anything for a while, and I see like, I don't know. And I don't know about the whole discount codes now. So I don't know. Things have changed. I would prefer like just to send you something, let me like invite me as a collaborator in your post or things like that, instead of being like a discount code.
Right. How do you, or what do you do if an influencer or a content creator doesn't deliver on what you agreed upon?
Well, the only thing I could do is like don't work with them again. I have have a lot of bad experience, and I'm like, I unfollow them, and I just don't work with them. I'm not gonna stress about it, and that's it. They didn't deliver. What I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna bash them on Instagram or say things. I'm like, oh, whatever, do your thing. I'm doing my thing, so it's okay.
Right. And do you have anything in place, like a contract or anything like that, to?
No, so I had like a little guide of thing they have to do, but because I'm the only one doing everything, I don't want to add extra to my work. So I'm like, just send me a picture, 5 pictures, and one video, and we're good. I don't care. Yeah. But I'm not like strict, like, like other big brands or something. I'm just like, you send it to me, I will follow up later. But yeah, there's nothing. I don't have anything set up like organized with that.
um I understand why you wouldn't want to have to do that, just because it is going to be extra work for you.
Yeah.
I only ask just because from my experience from doing like rave influencing in the past, with a lot of brands, they will send you a contract and a deadline, and basically saying that, legal action will be taken if you don't post those deliverables.
But I mean, what can you do? Like, just send the outfit back. I don't know, like ask them for money. I don't know.
Right. And it's not like you want those clothes back after they've worn them.
I don't want to be super strictly about it, because like, I know people got their life, they're busy, they're doing their own thing. So, but I should be. I should be mean. No.
I was actually going to ask you, like, what do you do when a customer returns an item?
Well, that's like Eric's department, because I get like very like personal when they return something. Like, it hit me like, oh, you didn't like it, but I made it for you.
Right.
Yeah, but no, we get the returns, we get the money back, or we do a store credit depending on what they choose to do. They have like about a week or 3 days to return it. I'm not sure Eric is the one who does it, but no, yeah, we try to return things, or we try to work with them, like what happened with the outfit, so I can fix if there is something that need to be fixed for future reference. But yeah, no, we take the returns.
That's good to know. I was always curious what small businesses did with things like that. How do you price your items based off of like competitors, or is it something that you look at within like the whole industry, or I guess, how do you price your items in general? Are you having trouble with social media? Need a content creator, a video editor, or need social media management? Well, those are some of the services that I offer. Go to reneesoiree.com for more. Now back to the show.
So the way that you have to do it, so you have to put all the cost for your material, like if they have ring, chain, the fabric, whatever you put in the elastic, every little thing, you have to put it together. When you have that price, then you add the labor, like how many pieces they do in an hour. And then that will be your total. And then you got the wholesale price, and then you do the retail price. Because the wholesale is always less than the retail. So they can, when they resell it, they can like make some money out of it. Yeah.
How did you come up with the formula, like the per piece and the labor? Is that like a fashion industry standard, or?
No, I mean, you can like Google it, but because we do the pattern, so whatever, how many in one pattern fix in one jar, that will be in the cost of the fabric. That will be the fabric cost. But then you have to add like elastic, or you have to add the trim, or whatever extra that you add on the product, on the style.
Oh, wow. So like every little single detail.
Yeah, I don't do it all the time because it's a lot of work. I cut things that I don't want to do, and I don't do it. Yeah.
How do you approach creative blocks when designing new things? Like when you run out of ideas, what's your process for that?
Oh, I take a break. I don't do anything. Like, I think I had like I think last year, all the entire year, I think I was on creative block because I wasn't making that many things. I don't know, because there was like a lot of going on. We were super busy with getting a lot of order, wholesale, and everything on our own website. So, and I was focusing more on administrating the business than being the designer and creating. But now I'm getting back into creating. So I think I took like almost like a year break. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
Yeah, it been like a crazy couple months.
Well, I think just you being the designer, I think that's just a lot of pressure already.
Yeah, especially when like I drop a collection because I know not everything is gonna be good. I know, but it's still like it hurts because it hurt my feeling. But I mean, probably didn't do well. Maybe people weren't feeling it, so that's okay.
Yeah, and I think it's understandable to feel
Mhm.
upset because it is kind of like your blood, sweat, and tears,
Yeah,
and you're
like
you're
you
working
think it was
so
good.
hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's just a part of it, is kind of like trial and error, kind of seeing what works.
Yeah, yeah, but it's okay. We have to keep going. We have to keep creating. Mm-hmm.
How do you stay motivated during the ups and downs of entrepreneurship? Like, for example, if business is slow.
So when it's slow, like let's say right now we're getting out of the festival season, so this is the time that I use to create. Like no October, November, December, this is when I'm starting making new patterns, new styles, new ideas. But I try not to slow down with the business because I'm the one who is basically providing, making the stuff. So I have to keep going, keep making things new. But when it's like a slow that I'm not feeling well, I will just take a break, and then try to feel better, do something outside work.
Yeah, so it sounds like for example, like for next year's festival season, you're already creating
Oh,
and
yeah.
designing.
Mm-hmm. It's crazy because this past week, I was looking at my calendar because I put everything, not like a calendar, but I just write like January, February, the months. And then I put the print that I want to do. And I already have like 7 prints. This has never happened before. And I'm proud.
Oh, wow. That sounds like a lot of progress.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Because I had like a lot of ideas, but they were like work in progress. But now they're finally coming to life, but until next year.
Oh, wow. Once you finally do make those designs, that must be very fulfilling and rewarding.
Yeah. Because it takes time to just. So I give my graphic designer what I have in mind, what I want to do, and then she will start making what she thinks that's what I want. And then I'm asked like, change this, change the color. Let's try this new color. Let's try this. And it takes us sometimes like 2-3 months to come out with the pattern.
Oh, wow. Going back and forth with
Yeah,
your graphic designer.
yeah. And she's so good. She's patient with me. Sometimes I'm like, but she's so nice. She's really patient.
Oh, that's awesome. So let's talk social media. Um, you have over 80,000 followers on Instagram, over 70,000 followers on TikTok. What's your strategy for creating that community around Rolita Couture?
Just keep showing up, doing the videos, doing the content, try to work with people, try to connect more with them. Like I said, last year, I feel like I took a break from not posting because still I have the girls that were helping me, they were posting for me, they were doing things for me. But I feel like because I was getting help from somebody else, I feel like I was disconnecting from the community. So now I'm trying to get back again, talking, replying to comments, replying to the DMs. I start showing my face. It's hard to make videos and all that thing. So my respect to all the girls who does it. But yeah.
Absolutely. And that's why people hire like social media managers and content creators. Because it does take, like you said, a lot of the time. And
it does.
Do you still have social media or a social media team helping you out, or is it
No, it's just
you?
me. It's just me now. Yeah, I used to have, but because it wasn't working, so now I'm doing everything myself. Like during photo shoot, Eric is now helping me make the videos. He didn't like to go at the video. I'm sorry, to go when I was shooting to make content because he wanted to, like respect the girls, giving them their space. He didn't want to be like, hey, I need a video, and then make them feel uncomfortable. But mainly the girls we work with on photo shoot is always the same girls. They know him already, so they're like fine now. Not like now, but they're like okay with it that he's going. Right. I ask before anything anyway.
Oh, I love that. At least they know that he's a part of the company and that it's strictly work.
Yeah, and he's respectful, so yeah, and I'm there. Anything. Yeah, nothing is gonna happen.
Yes, and I mean you do so much for the business because I know that you do besides the designing and the creation, you're also doing the photo shoots, shooting the photos and editing the photos. And in a sense, you're also doing like influencer management as well, trying to get all these girls together. How important would you say that social media is to your business and getting customers and awareness?
It is it's important to have it because that's how people are gonna know your brand. Like if I want to buy something, like I always will go to their Instagram to see if their brand is true, if there is no gonna scam me or anything. I try to see like if somebody review the brand, like let me see how is somebody tag them, let me see it in another girl that is no the model that or the product they're showing on the website. So I think it's very important to have social media so other people will see that you're a trusted brand. And then it also make you build a community within your brand. And then one day something happens, you're going to have that community backing you up or supporting you.
I love that. And I know that you also do a lot of email marketing. I would know because I get the emails. Do you would you say that email marketing has also helped build almost like a backup of like contacts of customers just in case social media for whatever reason, if for example if TikTok goes away,
yeah,
you would kind of have like this backlog of like customers to reach out to, like you wouldn't completely lose your connection.
Yes, well, yeah. No, you need email marketing like for sure because yeah, you never know. TikTok is gone, Instagram is gone. You're left with anything if you don't have your email subscriber. So at least with your subscriber, you can be like, hey, something happened, blah, 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 follow me back or anything. But we get some on with the email marketing too. And now with SMS, we're getting customers too. So that's good. It's like you need to use everything that you can to run the business.
Yes. And I'm sorry, SMS, is that the text messaging?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
yeah, the text. That one is a little bit pricey because you get like your money back. I mean, your, how do you say, your return on investment back. So,
is it okay if you kind of give us a ballpark of how much that is, like an estimate?
I think per text is about 2 cents. But when you have like a big list, because I have 4,000 people on my list right now. So if I want to send a text to everybody, it will be about $200. But it also counts how many letters do you put on your text. So you have to be sure. You know, if you get like a text from a brand, that's why they make it so short. Because each thing they charge you for.
Like each character.
Yeah. And if you put a picture, it even charge you more for that.
Oh, wow. I did not know that.
That's why I don't take pictures.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I try to make them short. It's hard to make something short. How do you want to put so many things that you want to say in like 1, 2 lines? But,
right. Like new collection dropping on this day.
Right now, go.
Oh, wow. That is nuts. I did not know it was per character. That makes it so different.
Yeah. But because you get your money back, it's guaranteed, basically. So that I think that's why they charge so much.
So have you seen a direct correlation with your combined subscribers are like over 150,000. Have you seen a correlation with your sales and your social media going up in terms of followers?
I feel like it doesn't. I might don't get like a huge following or like bigger or more on Instagram because I don't feel like I post constantly. And also, I don't know, maybe because sometimes I feel like that I might be wrong, but I feel because I'm diverse and I have all type of women, people, I feel like that's also why people don't follow me, but I don't know, I might be wrong. It's just me thinking, I don't know.
I mean, it's still very big following, on both platforms. How did you know it was time for Rolita Couture to get on social media?
Since the beginning, I had it since 2013. Basically, since I opened the Etsy, I opened Instagram. So I basically started them together. But if you can scroll down all my old pictures and it's like nothing to compare now, obviously. But it was mainly when I was working on a costume, I would post the costume. Because back then it wasn't like, oh, you need to post the behind the scenes. So I wasn't even like, and I'm sad about it because I don't have any think like from back then, me like working or doing anything. It's just you see all my picture back is just the custom I did for the customer, not the process.
Right. And I think now, social media has changed where people want to see like the BTS
Everything.
and see what's going on and the creation process. What advice do you have for small business owners or people wanting to start their own fashion line?
To go for it, to think different, to try to make things different from everybody else. Don't make your own thing. Don't listen to others, and then just do it. It is really hard to be on your own because whatever money you make is what are you paying yourself with, and you have other things to pay. So, but it's hard, but it's not impossible.
I 100% agree. I love that. What do you think is the hardest part about entrepreneurship?
There's so many hard things. Like what I would say. Hmm. Being on your own, try to make the money so you can survive and pay for all your everything that you have to pay, rent, the employees. I think that's the hardest.
How do you determine how much to pay yourself as an entrepreneur?
Well, I don't have like a base. Even though I have 10 years in the business, I'm still paying myself what I need to survive, like my groceries, my credit cards, my rent, and the very minimum, because everything we put in a bag for the business. Basically, I live for the business. That might be wrong, but I like it because it's part of my life. That's what I do.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think what a lot of it is too is you have to save money for your business because a lot of it will go to taxes eventually. If you're doing it quarterly or annually, a lot of it is going to go to taxes.
Yeah. It's a lot of money that even though, you're making all this money, like selling, doing the wholesale, but you're still spending more money because you're growing and then you need it. You need the employees because then you need to sell all the stuff. You need an office because I don't want to go back to work from home. So it is a lot.
Right. Not to mention like different softwares that you're using. And if you're outsourcing.
Oh, yeah, Shopify, all the apps on Shopify, the email marketing, you have to pay for it. The text that I was telling you, all the things that at the end is add up at the end of your month.
Right. And that doesn't even include like you putting money aside for savings or healthcare or or retirement or like if if you were to have kids like for your your kids' college. Yeah, I feel like it's a lot and a lot of people don't realize that.
Yeah, no, that's why like you see a lot of entrepreneurs that they pay their barely minimum to themselves or they start the business, but they keep their full-time, their 9 to 5 job while their business take off. That's what I did. Yeah, even though I took the 401k.
Right. And a lot of people don't even pay themselves.
Yeah, that too. At the beginning, I wasn't even paying anything to myself. I was like writing it down, like, okay, this is how much I owe to myself. Yeah, but it is hard, but it's okay. I like it. I prefer this.
What do you think is the best part of being an entrepreneur?
I'm gonna sound crazy, but like taking my dogs every day to the office. I think that's about the best part of doing everything, working for myself. Yeah, because then you sit down, they look so cute, and then I can play with them when I feel like stressed about anything. So I like that. And then I'm working for myself. I'm building something for myself, which is good.
Yeah. Well, I think you could probably agree too, like, because I feel like for most people, what it is that freedom from a 9 to 5. I feel like a lot of it is being like almost kept in chains from a 9 to 5 just because you have to ask for time off. And a lot of times you only get 2 weeks off from most jobs. And I feel like with entrepreneurship, I mean, you may not have the time to take those vacations, but at least you wouldn't have to ask anybody.
Exactly. And then you can take them when you feel like you can do it. Because we usually take vacation or sometimes when it's a slow season. I will never take vacation in March, April, because EDC right there. So it's more like June, July, August. November is perfect because it's slow. So, but yeah, it's good. I like it. I like this life.
Yeah. And I think to add on to that, with being an entrepreneur, I feel like there's no cap to how much money you can make. Unlike a traditional 9 to 5, usually whatever you're going to make is whatever you're going to make until your boss gives you a raise the next year.
And then you have to ask for it if maybe they give it to you. Yeah, but then in here you can like try to make more sales, try to do the wholesale, try to add more items to the site so you can try to sell more things and make a little bit more. Yeah, that's true.
What would you say are misconceptions about working for yourself?
That you're gonna have a lot of free time. Yeah, because we work Sunday to Sunday, and I'm trying to take at least one weekend off, not even the weekend, just one day off. And it's not even a day off, it's cleaning the apartment, doing like other normal people would do. But yeah, you work a lot, you work even more than a 9 to 5. But right now that we're a little bit more stable, we're working from 8:30 to 6:30, so it's a little bit less than before that we were in Houston. But we go Saturday, we go Sundays, we stay extra on Fridays. So
how long did it take you before you got to those set hours?
I would say like 7 years, because that was like in Houston. No, even like when we moved here, so 8 years. Because at the beginning, when we recently moved here, we were still like working extra, working a lot.
I respect the hustle because that's not easy.
I'm lying to you. Now I remember, because this year, at the beginning, March and April were crazy. We have a lot of work with rave, and we were working from like 8 in the morning to 1, 2 in the morning. Because we had like we have to order, next order, and we have to deliver on time. So yeah, no, we're still struggling with the time.
Oh my gosh, it's so funny. I recently heard someone say that entrepreneurship is working 9 to midnight, not 9 to 5. It's 9 to midnight, and you just proved it. Oh man, you wear a lot of hats: designer, social media, admin, pretty much everything. How do you stay mentally healthy?
Working out. That's what I'm doing now. I started working out September last year, and it has helped me a lot. This year we skipped April and March because it was busy festival season. No, April and May because EDC was coming. But I tried to go at least 3 times a week. This week we only went twice, but we tried to go 3 times. I say we because it's always me and Eric. But we go at least 3 times a week. Usually I do on my schedule 4 days, but if we cannot make one day, I'm like, oh, it's okay, at least we went the other 3, so that's not that bad. But I'm trying to go. That's how I like, at least lifting weight, I feel good about it. I can release some stress at the gym. So that's how I stay, I think, mentally healthy.
Yes, and you're obviously very busy. You're working out to keep yourself healthy. How do you manage your time?
Well, now that we can do 8:30 to 6:30, then we go to the gym. So that's how we try to do it. And then we go to bed around 10. I try not to pass 10 because then next day I'm gonna feel horrible. So I try to go 9:30, 10, I'm in bed. That's it. There is no change. And then we wake up like early again.
Wow. And I know this is true because I've known you for a while and you're very disciplined. And I think that's one of the reasons why you are a successful entrepreneur, is because you have that discipline. I think a lot of people don't have that in them to continue going after something, even when it is super hard, even when your friends are bugging you to stay longer, to hang out, all these different sacrifices.
Yeah, but I try to have my schedule, because then that way I have my routine every day, like Monday through Friday. This is what I do, and I don't change it. So maybe like I give myself a break on Saturday, and maybe a little bit on Sunday. But yeah, that's how, like, because I feel like if I don't have a routine, then I don't know what to do. Like something is missing. I didn't take my vitamins. I didn't take my protein shake or something. I don't know, because I have like my little things to do like every day.
Wow. Can you walk us through the little things that you do every day, like your workflow?
So right now it's still kind of because we have been doing fasting, so we're still like adjusting our time. But before it was like wake up at 6, shower, breakfast, go to the office, gym, and then bed. But right now, because we like skipping breakfast and then we eat like around 9 or 10, then we're still trying to adjust that time. So I'm still like trying to adjust. Yeah, but before it was like then we will eat like the breakfast, then we will do the vitamins. I will do my tea with my collagen and meditate. So now it's a little bit like going all over the place.
Oh, I love that you mentioned meditate.
Oh, I do, yeah.
Because I do too, and I feel like it helps so much.
Yeah. We do at least like 5 minutes. If we have time in the morning, I try to do 10, but I try to do at least 5. Sometimes I do 3 minutes, but it is something. But no, I try to do 5 or 10 if I can every morning.
That's good as an entrepreneur because I've heard that meditation helps a lot with focus. And as a small business owner, I think that focus is something that you just need constantly.
Yeah, just to calm the mind, think nothing. Yeah.
Yeah. What about like your day at work? Can you walk us through a day at Rolita Couture?
Every day is different because I have to work on different things. But let's say last week that I was working on the new collection, I will get to the office around 8:39, check the computer if I have something to tell to my virtual assistant, my graphic designer. If there was something for them, I will let them know. And then I will try to go to do the design and cut the pattern, try the pattern, try the design on, try to fix it and so on. But that's what I was doing this week. Sometimes I will be all day on the computer, just doing computer work, thinking about the next thing, thinking about the email graphic, or some days I will do just social media all day. And it depends. Every day is kind of different.
Kind of depends on what the business needs.
Yeah. My to-do list in my head.
Oh, wow. And for your virtual assistant and your graphic designer, how did you go about finding them?
Online. I found them online. They apply. I did like a little interview with them. I like them, and that's how we keep been working. It's been great. Both of them have been with us for 1 year already. So it's been good. Yeah.
Oh, wow. So it was strictly
so nice.
Through social media that you found them?
No, it's like those are freelance websites.
Oh, okay. Like Fiverr or Upwork or something.
They work. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I've been going through some and it didn't work out, but with these two, it's been really good. So I need to keep them.
What would you say are the pros of having a virtual assistant?
That he can do the things that I don't want to do. He's the only male guy besides Eric in the company. It was funny because when he sent his how do you say, he submitted his application, he was like, I know I'm the only guy probably applying for this. So I'm like, oh, okay, let's chat with this person. He sounds confident and it's been really good. He helped me with whatever I don't want to do. He does it for me. I'm like, I need to do this. Can you help me? And he's like, okay, let's do it.
Is it mainly like admin work or
it's like admin? Like he helped me editing picture for after I do the photos because I used to do that. So he does it now. He does everything that is with Shopify. Like everything on the website, uploading, writing the description, all that, he's the one doing it now. Because I used to do it, but I didn't like it. It will take me hours because I will go like with so many details with the picture, like going back and forth with the colors, and now he's just the one doing it.
Oh, wow. I didn't know virtual assistants could do that. I thought it was just a virtual assistant to help with customer service questions. I didn't realize.
Yeah, it depends. Depends what you need. Like I say, sometimes I give him things that it wasn't on his job description. He's like, okay, I do it. Okay. Just because I asked, like, can you help me with this? And then he said yes, or he's doing all the projects. So he's not going to be able to do it. But usually he always says yes.
Oh, wow. So it sounds like you've also gotten a lot of time back.
Yeah. Because I don't have to worry about that. Those little things that he does.
Does the same go for your graphic designer?
Yeah, because that was another thing that I was doing. I was doing the emails, but what I was doing, because I'm not a graphic designer, I know very basic about Photoshop and all those things. So what I will do is go to Creative Market where you can buy like the template, and then I will buy the template and do whatever I needed to do. but then I will spend hours trying to find the right template. So I was like wasting time just on creative market, looking for things that I needed, and then making it. So now she's helping me a lot with that.
Oh, I love that. I feel like outsourcing is something that can only help you get time back, but also expand.
Yeah, because I still spend time letting them know what they need to do, what I need, what is my vision, but it's not like I'm there doing it myself. So I'm still like saving time on that. Those little things that I don't want to longer do. I'm trying to look for somebody now to edit my videos. So that's my future step.
Oh, very nice. Is there anything in your business that you automate, for example?
Like, no, I don't think.
Like for example, like with I know with Instagram at least you can automate certain responses.
I used to do that, but now because now I'm just doing it at the like at 12. Oh, I need to post. Let me see what I look. But I used to like sit down and do the schedule thing. I don't know why I haven't doing it again. I don't know, but I need to go back for it.
Yeah, and I know that will definitely save time.
Yeah.
For sure. And what would you say, Rosa, is your secret boss sauce to running your company?
Be patient, maybe. I don't know. What would we be?
Or what would you say to younger Rosa who was just starting out?
Oh, then focus, keep working, keep doing the routine. People like what you do. You're doing great. Yeah. You're creative. Yeah, because I feel like I'm very creative.
Yeah, and I think everyone needs to hear like those positive affirmations. If not from someone else, at least you telling it to yourself.
Yeah, no, I try to remind myself when I'm feeling down, like I got this, I need to keep going. This is my dream. This is the thing that I want to do, and I'm doing great.
I love that. It's like that saying, believe you can and you're halfway there.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
Well, Rosa, you have given us so much valuable information today. I learned a lot. Can keep talking to you, but drop where everyone can find you if they want to connect or purchase Rolita Couture.
So all my social media, everything is Rolita Couture.
I'll link all of that in the show notes so everybody can come find you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Rosa, for being on the Boss Sauce, and we'll see you next time, everybody.